Hello again and welcome to the final video. Today we're looking at next steps for those of you who want to go deeper. And what I've done underneath this video, you'll find two resources. One is a link to a recently, every now and then I offer something called a Be Happy workshop. It looks at Qigong techniques specifically for helping to improve your emotional immune system. And unfortunately I'm not planning to teach one before the end of the year, but what I did do was I recorded the workshop. It was 6 hours and I managed to condense it down. Didn't manage to condense it down enough though. I had hoped to get it onto one DVD, but I've had to squeeze it onto two. Pretty much anything that wasn't necessary for you to understand the material that was covered in the 6-hour course has been eradicated. So people asking questions, people needing corrections, pretty much it's just the bare bones material of the course, along with the 10-page handout that was given to the students. So basically, if you click on the icon below of the two DVDs, that'll take you to a link where you can find out more about that. The other resource underneath the video is what I call the Qigong Learning Index. Now there are, as far as I'm concerned, there are 8 ways that you can learn Qigong, and they're ranked from the best way to learn Qigong, which is directly from a Qigong master, all the way down to number 8, which is learning Qigong from a bad book. So just to quickly run through them, because I've gone into great detail in the PDF that you can download. So obviously the best way to learn Qigong directly from a Qigong master. Downside of that is that Qigong masters are incredibly hard to find, and just even if you find one, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to teach you. They're certainly not obliged to teach you. In at number 2, you have learning directly from a good Qigong teacher. The good news is there are more of them, but again they're still pretty rare and hard to find. In at number 3, bit of an odd one this, but I have been testing it myself, and it's Skype, or an alternative video conferencing form of communication. The good thing is that obviously you can get instant feedback. I can see what you're doing, you can see what I am doing, you can have questions, you can get those answered in real time. The downside is that I can't reach out and make adjustments to your body, or maybe you're doing something slightly incorrect and it can take 5 or 10 minutes for me to actually explain what it is you're doing incorrect, whereas if I could just reach out and push your shoulder down or push this, then that would be much quicker. But it's better than number 4. Number 4 is learning from a good online Qigong course or DVD. The benefits being that obviously you can see what's happening. The downside is you can't ask questions in real time, and it's a static thing. So in at number 5 you have learning from a good Qigong book. Book learning is always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard to learn anything from a book, especially anything that involves movement, because you find yourself thinking, you see a picture. Picture 1 is somebody stood like this, and picture 2 is somebody stood like this, and you think, how on earth do they get from picture 1 to picture 2? If you've ever tried to learn anything from a book, like Tai Chi or Kung Fu or something like that, or yoga from a book, you'll know what I mean. But a good book is still better excuse me, than number 6. Number 6 is a Qigong form teacher. The good news is there are loads and loads of Qigong form teachers around. There are many Qigong form teachers. Okay, there's a lot of Qigong form teachers around. They're easy to find. Pretty much you'll be learning gentle exercise and stretching, nothing wrong with that, but just realize you're practicing Qigong form and not Qigong. There's a big difference. And in at number 7 is learning from a bad or a poor DVD or online course, which is only slightly better than number 8, the 8th way of learning Qigong, on the QLI, the Qigong Learning Index, which is learning from a bad book. Learning Qigong from a bad book, it's not good. But what I've done is I've gone into each one of the 8 methods or 8 approaches in the Qigong Learning Index PDF below this video. So feel free to check that out, and you'll get much more benefit from that. So at the end of the day, I just want to leave you with the message that apply the simple Qigong and Qigong healing techniques that I've shown you. Things only give you benefit if you use them. Knowledge isn't power, applied knowledge is power. And if you're really serious about getting the most from your Qigong practice, then you need to put some time and effort in to find a Qigong master. Failing that, a good Qigong teacher. They're the best ways to learn Qigong, and don't let anybody tell you different. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this short series of videos, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.